Hey, how you doing out there? This is Gary Bledsoe. Just coming to you right now. I want to make this quick video, and I want to talk to you about a movie that I watched last night, my wife and I. And this movie was extremely. I'm not going to give you no spoilers. I'm not going to tell you anything about the movie as far as spoiling the end of it, but it was extremely powerful. And I'm just going to title this. And the title of this is basically, after watching Antebellum, the movie, it makes me want to vote like my life superly depended on it. Now, my life already depended on voting because this year is a very powerful year, especially with all the people that have died during the coronavirus, how President Trump has, and his government and his henchmen, his crimies, whatever, his cronies, how they mishandled the corona, and all these people have died, all the financial loss, all the unemployment, all the things that's going on really bad in the world. And, so I feel like this is a very powerful election that we all have to stop saying that I'm not going to vote, they're not going to do nothing for me, we need to get out there. But let me explain to you why, after watching Antebellum, that you need to vote, especially if you are a minority in this country. If you're a minority in this country, African American, Asian, Hispanic, Indian descent, Middle Eastern, you have to vote like your life depended on it. And I'm especially speaking to my black brothers and my black sisters. And I'm gonna tell you why. See, Antebellum was a movie. It was a movie about a woman who was very successful. Very successful. She had a husband. She had a successful career. She had money. She had house. She had cars. She had everything. She had a daughter. She had family. Everything was just going well for her. But in a matter of one day and matter of minutes and moments, her life went into a total spin. A total spin. And the message that I got, now a lot of people, I watched some reviews and people were saying that, no, this is not a horror movie. They promoted it to be a horror movie, but it absolutely wasn't a horror movie. And I just didn't understand why would they make it like that, but it wasn't a horror movie. And I'm gonna tell you right now, as a black man in the United States right now, it was a horror movie. It was a serious horror movie to me. To know that one day you have all of these things and then the next day you're a slave. Just think about that. I'm not going to say anything else about that, but just imagine. I know if I went to sleep one day and I woke up and I was a slave, I wouldn't be a slave the next day. I wouldn't be a slave the day after that, because I've been hung somewhere, I've been dead, because I'm not going to have what was going on back then. But you know what? My ancestors survived that. We survived that, and I'm a part of that royal blood. And if you're watching this and your black sister and black brother, you're a part of that royal blood. Your ancestors survived that. But I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why Antebellum was so powerful to me, because the message that I got, see, a lot of times I watch movies, I watch shows, and I listen to the message that's being delivered. I never try to look at plot twists and all that stuff. I listen to the message. And the most powerful message that I got is that the regime that's in power now, you hear me say the regime that's in power now, not the administration, the regime that's in power now, they want to go back to that time. They want to go back to that time when black brothers and black sisters were cattle, were subhuman, were dogs to them, and were meant to be abused by them, were meant to be in servitude to them. That's what Antebellum meant to me. That's what the message I got, that they want to go back to a time where Confederacy was in charge, where Confederacy treated us like garbage, had us out there working, tearing our families apart. You have a kid, you fall in love with that kid. Next thing you know, that kid might grow up to be strong and have good genes. And then next you know, one slave master sells you to the next slave master. And you see your kid never again. This is why us as black people, we sometimes be so detached from our family, but we have so much love. Because we genetically were separated. We were traumatized. We were pulled away from our families. And that's what I got from Antebellum. I got the fact that they wanted to use our black bodies, as cattle, as pigs, as animals, as servants, as slaves. They want to go back to that time. See, to them, we were happy. They thought we were happy. We wasn't happy. They thought we were fine. Oh, sing, Negro, sing. No, we wasn't happy back then. We never want to go back to that time. And this is why you have to get the message. And the message is you got to get out there. I know that some people can't go out there because of underlying conditions. Maybe because they're afraid to stand in line, whatever it is. But I know you need to take that vacation day. Take that sick day. If your job gets it off, get it off. Get your cooler. Get your backpack. Get your sandwiches. Get your mask. Get your hand sanitizer. And stand in that line like your life depended on it, because your life literally does depend on it, because the regime that's in power right now, they want to go back to that time. They want to go back to how it used to be. They want to go back so bad. See, you have to understand, we were, as black people, were kidnapped from our motherland. We were kidnapped. Then we were brought here. We were enslaved. Then we were meant to put to work, and when we became free, we were no longer in use for them. And when we became no longer in use, and I'm not saying all white people, let me get this right. I'm not saying all white people. I'm talking about the ones that want to go back to that time. And when we were no longer in use for them, now they want to eliminate us. They want to destroy us. They want to remove us. That's why you see so many police killings that are unjustified. Why? Because they want to remove us. They want to exterminate us. So if you sitting down tonight, I don't know if you want to wait till the weekend, but you need to spend the amount of money that it costs to rent Antebellum. And you need to watch, especially I'm talking to the minorities, people of color, people black brothers and sisters especially, you need to watch Antebellum. And don't watch it with the precursor, with the pre-notion that it's a scary movie and I'm supposed to, get some kind of entertainment from it. No, get the message. Because if it was a choice for all of those in the regime to bring us back to where it used to be in the slavery time, in the Confederate time, they would go for it. They will fight tooth and nails, and they are fighting tooth and nails. My wife and I just saw something where people were standing in front of the voting lines to stop people from voting. Why? Because they know we are going to vote this guy out of office, and we're going to vote Biden and Harris into office, and they know without a shadow of a doubt that this guy does not want to leave willingly, and that we got to get him out of there so we can get some normalcy back into the United States, into America, into this world. So we can go to the store, spend our money that we normally spend without having to walk around with a mask on. Without having to worry about, did we touch this? Did we touch that? Did we have enough hand sanitizer? Did we wash our hands? We need some normalcy. So watch Antebellum and get the message. I hope you do. And if you didn't, let me know what message you got. But the message I got, and it's going to be hard. If you are like me, you have those anger issues where you can't watch. Like I'm still mad at Roots. The original one, I'm still mad at it. I can't watch certain movies. Certain movies I just can't watch. But if you have to just stomach it and watch it and get the message that they want to go back to that. And we got to vote right now like our life depended on it. Because if we don't, if we get 4 more years of Trump, we're going to be one step closer to going back to that time that Antebellum woke up in. You got to understand what I'm saying. Not Antebellum. Her name was Veronica. That time Veronica woke up in the Antebellum time. And when the Confederacy was running rampant. I hope this helps somebody. And if it did, please let me know. Send a message. Post something. If you're going to be negative about it, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to delete it and I'm going to block you. If you got something positive to say, I want to listen. Because I've always been taught, if you ain't got nothing good to say, shut up. Period. That's it. Thank you so much. See you at the top.